What's up, guys? Acid Explosion here, and welcome back to Clash Royale. Today, I actually came up with a new deck yet again, still in the same arena, and, I got to Arena 5 a little bit, but then I dropped back down, not on purpose, because I would have probably stayed, but, Arena 5 is a little bit difficult as a level 6. I am getting closer to level 7, though, almost halfway there. So, anyway, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you this new deck. It's pretty sick. I was actually really struggling the past couple days because I was just losing, like, loss after loss after loss, and I couldn't find a deck that would actually work because every single person, it seemed that every single person had just the right deck to counter mine. And so I had to constantly make changes, and then finally I was like, you know what? I'm done. I can't make changes to this deck anymore. I have to completely change it. So that's what I did. I started over, made something completely different, and this is what it is. It consists of the Knight, the Goblin Hut, Archers, Minions, Fireball, Spear Goblins, Barbarians, and Minion Horde. Which, the Minion Horde is actually really powerful. Before this, previously, I wasn't really using it as much anymore, but I started using it more, and I realized I really like this. So, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a few replays, and then for the last one, I'll go ahead and do a live attack and see what we can do. So, I do have a few more buildings to upgrade, or a few more things. I have the Rocket, and then I have the Tesla, but what I'm really hoping for is these Spear Goblins right here. Because I only need 11 more Spear Goblins, so that would be sick. Sadly, we aren't going to be able to open a chest in this video, because I did just open one about an hour ago. We do have one spot for one, though, so that's good. Anyway, let's go ahead and show you guys the first replay. Well, one of these guys, I don't remember which one, one of these guys left the game. Yeah, so, anyway, sometimes I get some defeats, but this, over the last hour or two, I've been getting a lot of wins. So I'll just go ahead and show you this one at the top. This one was pretty good, 1-0. So I just barely won on this one. And then some of the other ones were 3 crowns, which was also awesome. Alright. So I like to start off with a pretty cheap combination. And the thing about this army, what actually works really well is cheap pushing. Not like huge strong pushing like 9 elixir worth or 8 or 9 elixir worth of pushing. Because he can shut it down. Like, your opponent can shut it down immediately with either a rocket, fireball, arrows, or whatever. So, what I found works best for me in this sense is, small pushes. Small pushes where you're not necessarily trying to push that hard. You're basically small pushes that can defend and push at the same time. As you can see right there, he fired some arrows, took down everything. I throw out a mad face because I was pretty mad. And then he throws a thumbs up. Right now, I'm going to go ahead and drop the Goblin Hut. Actually, I'll drop the Knight first, as well as, I think, the Minions. Yeah, the Knight first, the Minions, and now I'm going to start saving for that Goblin Hut. The Goblin Hut, I wasn't really a big fan of buildings, like, as of defenses and huts and stuff, but really, I started... Okay, so what I actually did was, previously, I had the Giant instead of the Goblin Hut, because, again, like I said, I was trying to figure out what strategy to do, because every single strategy I tried kept failing. So I found that this one actually works really well in replacing the Giant with the Goblin Hut, because the Goblin Hut can be used defensively as well as it does, it does passive offense. You don't have to really worry about it. You can defend and have it push at the same time, which is actually what happened in a few of my previous wins, which I'll go ahead and show you one of those replays as well. So that minion horde just demolished my barbarians. It's okay though. I send in my own minion horde. And some things you gotta worry about. See, boom, he drops his arrows. Now, the thing about this deck, since it uses a lot of small hit point troops that, that don't cost a lot, means the arrows can take them out in one hit. So the thing you gotta be cautious of is right now I start dropping a lot of troops because I know that he doesn't have arrows. Because he just used them. So, and also over time you can kind of tell whether a person has or doesn't have arrows. And so when you realize they have arrows, then you got to be careful and figure out when to drop what troops, because if he has arrows, he can take them all out at once. But if he just used the arrows, then see right now he just used the arrows, so I know I can drop a ton of these goblins a ton of these low hit point troops, and they'll succeed because he doesn't have arrows. So he can't just hit them immediately. Here he uses his arrows. I think he might. No, he throws. Okay, so he throws a goblin barrel, desperate for the win. Surprisingly, he didn't throw his arrows right there. He threw down his dragon. I would have thrown the arrows. And then, see, he throws the arrows at the very end, but they don't do much since I already got the win. So that was a close win right there. My tower had 273 hit points left on it. Let's go check out another replay. So, this next one was a 3 crown. I believe this one was like I was telling you guys, the passive pushing, where I didn't really have to do anything. I was more worried about defending, and then I realized one of his towers gets taken out. So, I was super happy about that. Here we go, gonna start off with a knight, which is kind of to get that goblin hut out, I think. Or, I like to start with cheap troops as well, because that way, you can kind of see what they have and what they'll drop in place of that. As I play this game more, I start to learn more strategy. And you can see right there, he wasted his arrows. So now I know he has arrows. He wasted the arrows because arrows do not kill archers in one hit. So now I know that he has arrows and he used them. So now I don't have to worry about them. That is the key. That's the key to this army if you want to make it work. See, I know I can drop down all these barbarians and this minion horde because he does not have his arrows. And he's probably mad now that he used his arrows on the archers. Because look at that tower. My minions and barbarians are going to town on that tower, and now they're moving on to the king tower. And if he had those arrows, they would not have gotten near as far. As you can see, look, the tower's already going down. I was kind of worried about defending there, but the tower already went down. I say wow because for some reason, he wasn't worried about defending. He wasn't worried about stopping that tower, which I think was, the craziest part. Now, let's see if I can show, I can show probably one more. So this 3-to-1, 3-to-1. Alright, let's go ahead and do this one. This one's another 3. So, yeah. I believe, okay, so I started out with the goblin hut. If I have the goblin hut, I'd like to start out with the goblin hut. If I don't have anything else, or I want to, like, rotate to the next card, I would normally drop an archer. And see, here I know, now he's going hard, so I can drop this minion horde, and they'll do a ton of damage. His spear goblins come in, so the minion horde alone is not going to be enough. I drop the archers in front to go ahead and snipe those goblins down. And the minion horde and those archers actually continue along. So, now I know he has a fireball, which, pretty much everyone has a fireball. At this point, I did not know he had the Inferno Tower. So, he actually uses this pretty effectively on me. As you can see here, I think I go ahead, I dropped the knight right when he drops the Inferno. And so, I knew that that knight was going to get absolutely fried. It is nice, though, that they did nerf the Inferno Tower a little bit. It takes 50% longer to retarget. So it's not going to melt your troops as quickly, but it is still a good defense. So, and that's one thing too. I also tried to use the Inferno Tower, but again, found out that the Goblin Hut is a little bit better than the Inferno. I mean, in most cases, in a lot of cases, it is at least. So, here we go. Again, he does the same combo: Barbarians and Hog Rider. I go ahead and drop minions since I didn't have enough for the minion horde. And that's not going to be enough, so I have to go ahead and drop the Spear Goblins. At this point, he's winning. He's got 1 tower. I've got 0. I've got one that's, down pretty low to 688 and continuing down from that Goblin Hut, which is awesome. Those minions aren't really going to do much seeing as they were normally just for defense. So here comes his Inferno. He's low on elixir at this point. I have 8 elixir. I dropped the Barbarians, and I think after this, okay, I dropped the Inferno, which helps take out some of the damage to the tower and helps those barbarians take out that Inferno. There's one full health barbarian there that's going to get a few hits off. I was wondering, I'm like, okay, are they going to get that tower down or not? So I dropped the knight down here to distract those minions. Then I follow up with the minion horde. At this point, I found out that this guy didn't have arrows. And again, arrows are the ultimate counter to this base. So there goes that tower by the minion horde. Look at his Hog Rider, by the way, guys. He placed his Hog Rider on the left side. His Hog Rider, for whatever reason, I think this should be fixed, ran all the way over to my Goblin Hut on the complete opposite side of the base. Like, that's not something that's supposed to happen. So at this point, I don't know what he's doing. He's not really worrying about defense. Actually, I guess, yeah, he is. The other guy was the one that wasn't worrying. And the minion horde does so much damage. Right there, he was forced to throw his fireball on it. As you can see, our towers are both down at below 2,000. I placed the Goblin Hut in front of that tower just in case he comes on that side. It's going to make it a bit harder. Again, I start dropping a bunch of low hit point troops because I know he doesn't have arrows. So at this point, Hog Rider's coming in, getting a few hits on my tower. That's basically it. I think I fireball these barbarians. Yep, I fireball on the knight, the barbs, and the spear goblins. At this, I go ahead and drop another hut now, and then followed by, I think, either minion horde or the knights. I think it was the horde. Yeah, I dropped the horde to take out the inferno, which they do. He drops his horde, or his minions, I don't know which one. Then I have a bunch of spear goblins hitting the tower. They are going to go down, though. He's going to drop his barbs. And, again, the Hog Rider is running all the way across the base. I really think that shouldn't happen. As you can see here, Knight goes down. The tower has 192 health left. I'm like, can I do this? Can I do this? So, 15 seconds left of overtime. Could I win? Could I take out the tower? Sure enough, those archers, boom. A few shots from the archers, 9 seconds left in overtime, and I got the 3. Alright, so that was versus Anonymous Gamer, 3-1. We're going to go ahead and do one more. We're going to go ahead and do one more live battle. Let's head into it. I'll show you guys how I do this deck in action, and maybe you can try it out for yourself. Alright, so again, like I said, if I don't have anything good, I like to start out with archers normally, because archers do a lot of damage. They don't cost that much either. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and drop the Goblin Hut, as he drops his Spear Goblin. Okay, now let's see what I'm going to save up for. At this point, I don't know if he has arrows. Okay, so he's going to go ahead and fireball that, which means I have the elixir advantage. I'll go ahead and drop these guys. Alright, so he's going to throw that down, along with his barbarians. Alright, we'll see how they'll pull out of this. I have a lot of spear goblins there from that hut. That's also a thing that I like. It appears to me that he might not have arrows. We still gotta wait and hope and see what he has or does not have. Alright, Minion Horde's gonna come in, help out that knight. Thankfully, the knight survives. Nope, okay, so he doesn't have arrows because he would have used them instead of the fireball. We're gonna drop down another Goblin Hut. Looks like we're just about tied at this point. 1800, 1826 on his, 1814 on mine. Ooh, he's gonna throw down the Prince. Ouch. Alright. Prince is a hard counter. Sadly, he didn't retarget on the archers, which was a bummer. It's okay, though, because it looks like the archers just took him out. So, as they continue down the line, the archers are going to get a few shots. I'm just going to let them take that tombstone out. Sorry about the sound, guys. Here's what happened. So, yeah, the iPad, which I use, as I say multiple times, I say the iPad ran out of memory again. So, it's because the previous videos that I record on it, I forget to delete them, so then it fills up really quickly. And anyway, so we're going to get back to this battle. I'm going to have to try and commentate over it because that's going to be much difficult. As you can see, so I throw down a bunch of that. He throws down his fireball. Thankfully, he missed 2 of my minions. So there's going to be 4 minions left to take out that tower. The prince comes in. We're going to throw down the spear goblins, and the archers should be a perfect distraction for that prince. The barbarians are also a really good distraction for the prince. Same as skeleton army, but again, skeleton army is pretty weak. So, you know, skeleton army is very strong at low levels, but it's pretty weak at this point. I'm going to go ahead and fireball his barbarians. Cross fireballs right there. He throws one, I throw one. And as you can see, I'm worried about defending right now. And I said this live. Of course, it's not recorded, but I was worried about defending, and as you can see, all those troops there, up there on the top, take out that tower just perfectly. So there we are, a 3-crown victory right there against Wing 9537, plus 31 trophies and a silver chest. So that's pretty sweet. At this point, I realized that it stopped recording the audio, and so I think I kind of just let it sit here for a while. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. If you want to see more Clash Royale content and Clash of Clans, probably the next video I'm going to have come out is a Clash of Clans video. I was going to have a Clash of Clans video come out earlier this week, but sadly, I don't know. I guess I just didn't really have time to record on Monday, which is when I normally record, so I'm recording now on Friday. By the way, happy Friday. As you can see, all these cards over here in my deck are pretty close to being upgraded, so I'll let you guys know when those guys get upgraded, and then that will make our deck just that much stronger. Again, guys, also I have my own clan here if you want to join. I made it for just a few friends to join. It's called Acid Warriors. I list my YouTube channel in it and stuff. So anyway, if you guys want to join, that'd be great. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.